up, everybody? I'm here with
Lucas
and
Mulan Trump.
Mulan Trump. Is that your
Yeah.
That's your handle on what?
Yeah, Insta.
On Insta?
And YouTube, but yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. Well, I guess first of all, let's just discuss like what we're doing down here. So right now there's a group of protesters outside of Anthony Constantine's house down here in Burbank, who's the city councilman, who's been very vocal about shutting down Tin Horn Flats and other establishments here in Burbank. And I'm sure if he could, he'd be trying to do it all over California.
Yeah.
So we're here making a ruckus, being a huge pain in the ass for all these poor people. But
and that's and what is BLM and Antifa doing? So
yeah, exactly.
This is nothing. This is like 1% of what they do. So
straight up.
So yeah. A lot of people say that, you know, me specifically, because I'm usually the one that does it. You know, I don't want her to be in harm's way.
Right.
If anything happens. Everyone says that, you know, I'm a little too radical, you know, about what I do, but you can even check it on Social Dystopia on YouTube, my videos, even my podcast on there. But yeah, it's people say like I'm radical just because I go out there and I just take off the mask, and then whenever people tell me to put on the mask, I say fuck you and give me my candy. All right, you'll see.
So what is so radical about that exactly? Considering everything we've seen over the last year, we've literally seen basically cities on fire. My girlfriend, she works at a marijuana shop. I'm not going to name the shop, but it got completely looted and destroyed, and I had to like help rebuild it.
Right.
And so you're saying that what you do is radical just by refusing to wear a mask, and to me that's just not radical at all. That's literally common sense. That's courage. It's courage.
It's fun too.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
fun because like what Social Dystopia does, we are the Social Dystopians, is that we just expose people, you know. We expose people. We don't expose people that, like, it's mainly people with anger and hate. We tell them that you got anger and hate, but when they retaliate, then we expose them. You know, we don't just do what Antifa does. And when I mean expose,
how do you,
when I mean expose, we don't dox. I'm not saying dox. People think, even the right always thinks. By the way, side note, I get more hate from the right than the left.
Do you really? Can you get into that? Why?
Why do I get more hate from the right?
Yeah.
Because look at her shirts.
Dude, those shirts are perfect, man. Anybody who's pro CCP, anybody who's pro China right now, they've got their heads so far up their ass. Like, that's the reason I wanted to talk to you guys. I saw Fuck China, and those shirts are loud as fuck and metal as fucking punk, and I love that. So you guys are doing it right, in my opinion, man. People need to wake up. Dude, China's putting people through hell. They have literal concentration camps in China.
They're in America. They're in America right now. China's in America.
Absolutely.
Joe Biden China's pulling his strings. That I always say, Joe Biden is the only thing he's not, and it's not like, oh, like what they used to do with Trump, like, oh, he's not my president. No, he's literally not any of our presidents. He's just a guy that can do his signature. That's all he is.
He's a stooge.
He can just do his signature. That's all he is.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything. So I get more hate from the right, because like I just, you know, I do the little extra foot. You know, we do the little extra foot. You know, we've always been like ostracized. We've always been off to the side. You know, at the rallies. Some people are really intrigued in us. You know,
we've always been bold people in general.
Yeah. Well, I think you have to be bold. Well, just look at what I mean. Not to say that we should stoop necessarily to their level, but they've been fighting so dirty for so long. That's exactly why we're in the position that we're in. Like, I can't think of one institution in this country anymore that we can actually trust to treat people fairly.
Exactly.
So what's the point in fighting fair anymore?
And what we have to do right now is to win back like the culture. Like, we have to fight back through this culture war.
It is a culture war.
It's already, the Civil War started. It's a culture war. It's an economic war. It's a you know, people are firing us for being Trump supporters. We're gonna have to develop a parallel economy, like what Bongino said. And so this part of the battle is just waking people up and exposing the dystopia.
That was a very powerful statement. You said we're already in a civil war.
We are.
And I think in a lot of ways we are. Like, how do you see things unfolding over the next few years?
Can I tell you why we're already in a civil war?
Yeah.
Because everyone, whenever Donald Trump was president, it was always about fuck Donald Trump, get him out, impeach him, right? But now Antifa and BLM are saying fuck Joe Biden. Right. So it's like it never was about Trump. So but the reason why they're saying fuck Joe Biden, the reason why they're still able to do this is because they got away with it so much. The cops, I used to be a back the blue guy. Now, no. We went to, this is also why we're more distinct than everyone else, is because we went to Ahmaud Arbery's vigil. Just me, her, and then two other friends, but they came late. And there was no cops there. You go to the Beverly Hills rallies or any Trump rallies or anything, there's cops surrounding the whole place. Okay, but there was no cops there. Sometimes cops would pass by, but no cops there stationed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we went there, and we went around away from there because they know me by name. You know, every time I go to these things, now I'm getting other people. I'm getting moles in the system. So can't name names. But I'm getting moles in the system to get footage and stuff because now they know me right off the bat. But yeah, we went around the corner and like away from them. They kicked us out, and there's two people that passed by us, and I was like, okay, they passed by us, and then they turned around and then they just ran right up to her. We're literally standing this close and just put the bear spray right in her face and just sprayed her and booked it. Yeah, and booked it.
And the next day, they doxed my LinkedIn. They took down 2 of my websites. I write political poetry for fun. I'm a software developer. They doxed my code. They doxed my poetry. They got everything suspended, banned.
Wow.
And yeah, they like sent this creepy video with a mask, like almost like a Hollywood set.
Whoa.
Because the leader of BLM, Chad Loder, is a freaking millionaire, and he's a white guy.
Chad Loder. Of course he's white.
A millionaire and a white guy.
Of course he's white.
The leader of BLM.
These people are so cringe, man. Can I touch on a point that you made? Actually, you guys are both raising so many brilliant points. I used to be sorta, not even really. I would say I was never really back the blue, just considering my personal background. That's something we can talk about some other time. But like, just because in my experience, what I've noticed is when an oppressor starts to essentially put out all these laws or policies, and they want their cops to go out and stick the boot in somebody's face and step on their freaking neck, the cops generally will do it. Yeah. So for me, it's not about hating the police, but it's about judging every individual. Right. And so just because you're wearing a uniform, to me, that doesn't necessarily mean you're worthy of any praise. Like I need to see what you stand for, because as we know, in every single tyranny, they wouldn't be able to oppress anybody if they didn't have the police, the military, and your neighbor who are oppressing for them.
The police under Trump, the police under Biden are not the same police that are under Trump. And you know, this is how the Bolsheviks came to power, like Nazi Germany came to power. Yep. The cops, they switched. And,
Bolshevism.
And actually,
that's what we're dealing with.
And a lot of the police are actually afraid of BLM and Antifa. They're like afraid.
They are afraid.
It's a gang.
Every single one of them.
Straight up.
Every single one of them are afraid.
That's what I mean, that's what I meant when I said earlier that every single institution has been corrupted. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Every single institution has been politicized. Yeah. The police, the judges, literally everybody. That's why we find ourselves here in 2020. I mean, it's such a joke.
The only thing that isn't still corrupted is the American spirit.
The American spirit. That's why I'm starting to do this, because I just want to talk to normal people who are out there who are sick of it, because we, like you said, we have to start basically almost a breakaway civilization, a group that is going to take matters into their own hands and try to solve these problems, because we can no longer put our faith in anyone else. It's become very obvious.
And I think like the first step to doing that is exposing the dystopia we live in and bring that movement to light.
What's so strange is like people don't understand that we are living in a dystopia. It's happened so incrementally that they're accepting every single level of it. I mean, it's already been over a year.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, the social dystopia, the definition really is, maybe I already said it, I don't know if I already said it, but really it's just, you know, say what you want to say, do what you want to do, don't step on anyone's dick. That's what my dad always says. I won't step on your dick if you don't step on my dick. You know, just do what you want to do. And if you have a problem with someone, talk it out. That's the social part of it. Yeah. The dystopia is that it's not happening. We're living in this life and we have to deal with it. But in order to expose it, we have to jump in it and we have to play their game sometimes. Yeah. Right now, we are known. We are known, at least in this state. Maybe in other states we're known. So we're playing it smart right now. Like if you want, it would be better, you know, off camera. We can talk more about it, get more in depth.
Sure.
You know, I can get to know you a little more. You can get to know us a little more.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so social dystopia is pretty much say what you want to say and just watch what happens. Do what you want to do and just watch what happens. And there's no in sync. There's no sync going on. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So that's why the social dystopians, it's only people that are in it that are unapologetic. They speak their mind, they say the truth, and everyone else gets along. You know, the social dystopians, we get along, and we're unapologetic. That's the biggest part about it, is that we said it, we're not going to apologize.
Bold.
And on top of that, you know that it's raw and you're getting the truth. Okay, we're making a website. We already got the domain, socialdystopia.com. We're fixing. We're close. We're right there fixing it up.
And the site,
and it's something that you can watch and you'll know these people are raw, genuine. There's no hidden agenda. They're saying it straightforward.
I like it.
And the site, so we're basically gonna walk through like the different pillars of a dystopia and how it kind of like it's showing like life imitating art right now, the life we live in. And you know, it's gonna go through like every aspect of society, from mass to education, depreciation from the teachers unions, and all of those topics.
I love it. That's great. Just to sort of wrap it up, is there anything you guys want to talk about yourselves? Something you want to get off your chest about? Anything?
No. Well, you just check out our channel.
Yeah. Can you name drop all your stuff?
Social.dystopia on Instagram, Social Dystopia on YouTube.
Okay.
BitChute, Rumble, and all of those.
Yeah.
Social Dystopia.
That's
Patreon,
great.
Patreon is
we also have
Social
Social Dystopians, but that's more. That's also another one.
And then can I ask you guys one more thing? Just like, how did your journey begin? Like, how did this start for you guys? How were you red pilled? Were you like?
Well, before I answer that question, I want to because whoever watches this, there's a lot of fake accounts going out there. A lot, and they're literally fake accounts talking, like they're making accounts talking crap about us, they have CGI. They're literally cutting out my thing and putting me in a place. Trust, it's weird. It's weird. It's so weird. They got high tech. The left is very high tech.
That's what I mean. Like,
I always call them Inspector Gadgets.
Yeah.
But how it started with me, this is the funny story. Is like I made this account a long time ago. I didn't even know her. I made it a year ago. Like. A year ago now. A year and a month ago. And I made it because I wanted to do like kind of what you're doing, you know? I wanted to go out there, and it started whenever George Floyd was killed. I was like, I want to get this research. I used to be like supportive of like the BLM, you know, but I
think most people were like default.
But at the same time, I was a Trump supporter, so I slowly just started getting pushed out because I was a Trump supporter. So I was like, okay, so I can't support BLM and be a Trump supporter. So I'm like, fuck you guys. Then I started seeing the hate and anger and all that stuff. It's so much hate and anger and evil and animosity.
Yeah. Can I ask you, like, do you look at BLM differently now? Like, obviously.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
All people.
No. They are. I can't really speak much about it. Like, that's why we have to talk more about off camera.
Yeah, sure.
But they're evil Satanists. They do witchcraft, and they're evil satanic people.
And if anybody thinks that what he just said is controversial, you can actually look up video of, I believe it's Patrice Cuthers, I want to say, one of the founders. I'm not sure, don't quote me if it's exactly her. One of the 3 original founders, literally doing black magic rituals online, outside of a college. Like, it's crazy.
I
like,
have a video of it on my YouTube channel. You can look it up.
It sounds controversial, but that is 100% fact.
They're Satanists.
And they openly discuss with each other seances, witchcraft, black magic. This is what they believe.
They call upon spirits and all that. Yes.
Straight up.
I got it on video.
Well, we got
satanic people. Antifa aren't anarchists.
That's hilarious.
I want to let you guys know also, whoever's watching on your thing, Antifa aren't anarchists. They're terrorists, they're Marxists, and they're terrorists. They're not. People keep calling Antifa anarchists. They're not anarchists. Anarchist means you're on the right. No, they're terrorists. There's something that's not even on the spectrum. They're straight up terrorists.
We could dedicate an entire hour just talking about that. Yeah. But hey, I wanted to just thank you guys for your time. I really appreciate it. I think you guys are doing the right thing. Stay loud, stay bold. Like, I support you all the way. So
most definitely, thank you, man.
Yeah, take care.
Please hang up and try again.